Assalamu alaikum students. I am Asra Nafis and in this video we are going to talk about communication and its classification. Let's start with communication. Communication is a process by which information is exchanged between individuals through a common system of words, symbols, sign or behavior. So in simple words, communication is a process in which we exchange or express our thoughts and feelings with the help of spoken or written words. Communication has been classified into four heads, that is, on the basis of relationship element, on the basis of channel, on the basis of purpose, and lastly, on the basis of direction. Let's discuss all the classification of communication one by one. Classification on the basis of relationship element, communication is divided into four types: intrapersonal communication, interpersonal communication, group communication, and mass communication. So the first type of communication is intrapersonal communication. It is a communication within an individual almost all the time, including talking to oneself, conceptualizing and formulating our thoughts or ideas before actually indulging in overt communication. So in simple words, we can say that interpersonal communication is basically a self-talk where individual talk to oneself or formulate ideas what he or she is going to talk when interacting others. For example, when you are in trouble, you suddenly utter, oh my god, oh no, shit. These all are the examples of interpersonal communication. The second type of communication is interpersonal communication. It is a universal form of face-to-face routine communication between two people, both the sending and receiving of messages. It is the most common form of communication where both individuals interact face-to-face. Both act as a receiver and sender one by one. In this kind of communication, apart from words, facial expression, gesture, body language play an important role. The third type of communication is group communication. It is a form of communication where more than two persons are involved in communication at the same time. In this type of communication, more than two individuals are indulged in conversation. In group communication, numbers of members can vary, but at one time, one person can speak only and the rest will listen. Group discussion, meeting and conference are the common example of group communication. The fourth and the last type of communication on the basis of relationship element is mass communication. Mass communication is a process of producing and distributing messages to the large audience. When you want the message or the information would reach to the large masses or population, then this kind of communication is called mass communication. TV shows, radio shows, newspaper, tutorial, journal, magazines, all are the tools that facilitate mass communication. The second type of classification is on the basis of channel. And here are two types of communication: verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Let's discuss both one by one. Verbal communication means the use of word in the communication process and in designing and formulating message. So we can say that when we use word to convey our message to others, then it is called as verbal communication. Verbal communication is further divided into oral and written communication. When we use spoken words to exchange information, it is said to be oral communication. Telephonic conversation, interview are the example of verbal communication and oral communication. On the other hand, when we use written word to express our thought, it is said to be written communication. Email and WhatsApp messages are the example of written communication. The next type of communication is non-verbal communication, and it is the process of communication through sending and receiving wordless messages. So in non-verbal communication, we exchange information or convey our message without using words. Appearance, body language, facial expression, eye contact help in facilitating this kind of communication. The third type of classification is on the basis of purpose or style. And here are two types of communication: formal communication and informal communication. Let's discuss one by one. Formal communication. In formal communication, certain rules, regulations, conventions, protocols are followed while formulating and communicating message. Formal communication takes place in formal setting like in school, office, etc., where we have to follow some rules and regulation while communicating, like well-structured sentence, proper grammar, correct punctuation, all are needed. Next is informal communication. And in informal communication, there are no formal rules and regulation for communication. Informal communication takes place in informal settings like in home, party, park, etc. Here, while interacting with our family, friends, we do not follow any specific rules and norms. Like we can use slangs, incomplete sentence while communicating. Now, the next kind of classification is on the basis of direction. And here are three types of communication, that is verbal communication, literal or horizontal communication, and diagonal communication. Let's see what is verbal communication first. The formal communication takes place in hierarchical order. It can be upward or bottom up, that is subordinate to superior, or downward or top down, that is superior to subordinate. So in simple words, we can say that vertical communication takes place in hierarchical manner where information is flowing from downward direction or the upward direction. If the information is flowing from student to teacher and teacher to principal, then it is an example of upward direction or upward communication. Similarly, if the information is flowing from boss to manager and manager to salesperson and then to client, then it is the example of downward communication. The second type of communication on the basis of direction is literal or horizontal communication. Formal and informal communication between the pupil who are at the same level in a hierarchy. So in simple words, we can say that a horizontal or literal communication takes place when individuals of same post communicate with each other. For example, communication between the chairpersons of different departments. The next type of communication is diagonal communication. Diagonal communication is a free flow of information cutting across positions or status. It facilitates in building relationship and bonding between the superior and subordinate. So we can say that diagonal communication takes place when an individual communicates to the superior or the subordinate without keeping the status in mind. This is a kind of communication which helps in establishing a new relationship. For example, communication between principal and student. Here we are done with all kind of classification. Now I would like to conclude this video by saying communication is a broad term which classified in several heads and categories, but has a single purpose, that is to exchange information and thoughts.